Well, on the morning of June 21st of this year, the Smith Creamery in Mount Hermon, Louisiana, was destroyed by a massive explosion. The creamery was, at the time, one of only a handful of independent family-run milk bottling facilities. The explosion not only destroyed the plant, but the dreams of a family farming operation that had struggled to stay in the dairy business. The damage shows the signs of a massive explosion, one that leveled the 9-year-old creamery. It was in March of 2002 that the first bottle of Smith Creamery milk came off the bottling line here. Today, twisted metal, empty milk bottles, and broken cinder blocks are all that's left.
That's my life, and that's kind of the way my life is right now, all in a mangle.
For Warren Smith, the explosion destroyed nearly a decade of hard work as he challenged the odds in Louisiana's faltering dairy economy. The blast, according to residents, could be heard 4 miles away. Debris was found a quarter of a mile away, attesting to the sheer force of the explosion. The windshield on one of Smith's delivery trucks was shattered. On the night of the explosion, Smith said residents told him there was a power surge, with their lights glowing brightly, then dimming almost into darkness. And Smith Creamery lies at the end of the power line.
It sounded pretty loud. As my wife said, she thought it was the end of the world. It was just a really odd feeling. You know, I saw the creamery was gone in the fire, so I told her to call 911. I told her it wasn't a house. She didn't know where it was a house. I didn't either. In other words, we didn't know what had happened.
Just what caused the explosion here at the Smith Creamery is still under investigation, but Warren Smith says there has been some misinformation about what might have caused the blast. He said initially there was some speculation that inside the facility was a 600-gallon propane tank as well as stored diesel fuel. Warren Smith said that was not the case. The farm's only propane and diesel storage tanks are about 30 yards away from the plant site and appear to be intact. Smith said no such milk bottling operation would ever have such volatile materials stored inside the plant.
Well, you can see where debris hit the side of the wall, and it's kind of bowed in a little bit, and all along the entire roof line, the wall was pushed in.
Farm Bureau Insurance Agent Reed Riley says this equipment shed, which stands between the creamery and the Smith's home, absorbed much of the force of the blast. Riley said the company has been working with the Smiths since the morning of the explosion because the creamery is their only source of revenue.
We want to do whatever we can do to process any claim we have as fast as we can and get some revenue back to them where they've got some money to repair and start operating again.
Smith Creamery was probably best known for its chocolate milk, which many described as a milkshake in a bottle. The loyal customers and friends of Smith Creamery say they're not ready to see the Smith brand disappear as a result of the explosion.
I know we've had neighbors and other farmers already say, you know, they're ready to help donate, you know, some people and personnel and equipment to help him get going and clean up and get back on his feet. That's what we do.
Appreciate all the support from all the people that concerns, that calls, everything. In other words, we appreciate it. They just don't know how much we appreciate it.
You'll recall the Klein-Peter Farms dairy operation agreed to bottle Smith Creamery milk in the weeks after the explosion. I spoke to Warren Smith earlier this week. He said his family continues the cleanup operation effort at the dairy. According to the state fire marshal's office, the cause of the explosion was officially listed as undetermined. However, Lance LaMarca with the fire marshal's office said his agency could not rule out accidental causes.